Welcome to Gordon Rhodes & Son, an independent family business established over 25 years ago with customers across the UK and Europe. Under our trade name Dalesman, we produce a variety of dry ingredients for sausages, burgers, kebabs and ready meals, together with a comprehensive range of savoury bakery mixes. We produce approximately 70 tonnes of ingredients per week, with the capacity to increase our throughput significantly. Over the years, we have gained a reputation for quality and innovation, and much of our output is bespoke customer blending. Currently, our customer base includes a significant number of larger manufacturers to the food industry, as well as traditional, smaller processors, with whom we have enjoyed a long association. In June 2005, we attained certification to the BRC Global Food Standard at higher level, and this, along with our membership to the Seasoning and Spice Association and Food and Drink Federation, gives our customers confidence in our commitment to quality and service. So come with us while we take you around our purpose-built factory, demonstrating our processes, computer system and barcode traceability. One of the key steps to ensuring that quality products are manufactured is monitoring, to ensure that only ingredients of a prescribed quality are accepted into our factory. Incoming goods and delivery notes are checked by warehouse personnel against a purchase order, to ensure that delivery is correct and without obvious signs of damage or infestation. If acceptable, the goods are then placed in the quarantine storage area. Details of the goods received are recorded into the GRS computer system, detailing quantities, batch codes and best before dates for the first stage of our traceability and barcode scanning operation. The quality control team select appropriate deliveries and carry out further checks to verify the details recorded. The raw materials or packaging is sampled using the barcode scanning system and put in QC status awaiting laboratory results. The QC status controls movement of stock within the factory and will not allow goods to be scanned either for use or dispatch without being authorized by quality control personnel. Samples are then taken to the laboratory for analysis against specifications, certification and reference samples. Where out-of-specification results are found, a rejected status is assigned through the computer system, and the goods are embargoed awaiting corrective action. Where results comply with specification, the goods will be assigned a pass status, and details fed back to the quarantine touchscreen, to allow the goods to be moved out of the quarantine area and into stock in the production warehouse. The production warehouse is separate to the main warehouse, and stores raw and intermediate products for further processing. It contains a 3-tier mezzanine production facility with an integrated dust extraction system and state-of-the-art computerized barcode scanning system. There is also a separate utensils washroom within this area to ensure good hygiene practices are met. The first step in our production process is pre-weighing ingredients. Recipes generated on the computer system are selected by production planning and allocated to the appropriate pre-weigh touchscreens for ingredient selection and weighing. Each recipe batch is automatically assigned a computer-generated batch code, and when an operative selects a recipe batch from the touchscreen, they scan their personal ID card into the system for traceability purposes. Each recipe batch is weighed line by line from the touchscreen by scanning in the required ingredient and hitting the target weight for that batch size. Once the correct ingredient and target weight is reached, then the operative can move on to the next recipe line. Where an incorrect or previously accepted ingredient is scanned, the system will not allow the material to be accepted, and the operative cannot proceed to the next ingredient to complete the recipe batch. When a recipe batch is complete, the operative requests part labels to be produced to attach to the batch for accountability and scanning at the mixing operation. We now move on to sieving and mixing. Pre-weighed recipe batches are transported to the sieve deck for selection by a mix station. When a mix station calls upon a required batch via the interconnecting touch screens, control of the operation is given to the appropriate sieve station. The sieve screen is scanned into the recipe batch information, and an automatic check takes place to ensure the correct mesh size is present. Each recipe part is scanned prior to loading through the bag tipping station, and product passes over the sieve and magnets via gravity feed into the mixer below. When all recipe parts are scanned and loaded into the mixer, control reverts back to the mix station for the blending process to start. Recipe parts are mixed according to preset instructions and mixing times, and the processes are repeated until the recipe batch is complete. High-speed blenders are used in the manufacturing process, and these are designed to incorporate flexible options, including refiner blades and pressure spray systems, that allow the production of smooth blends with even color dispersion. Once blending is complete, product is scanned and discharged into a cone valve IBC that is enclosed and transported to the discharge storage area, awaiting QC sample testing and positive release. We can now see the various tests that are carried out to verify production quality. Post-blending, a sample of every mix is taken from the cone valve IBCs for QC analysis. The sample is barcode labeled and passed to the in-house laboratories for testing. We carry out chemical analysis to verify effective blending and sensory testing against reference standards. In addition, preservative and additive levels are analyzed to ensure compliance with specification and legal requirements. In-house microbiological testing is also implemented to test finished products where applicable, verification of raw material specifications, and hygiene standards throughout the manufacturing site. Samples and results are scanned and entered into the computer system, where QC status is assigned according to results. In the unlikely event of out-of-specification results occurring, product will be rejected or embargoed using the embargo management system to prevent further processing or dispatch of the non-conforming material. The cone valve IBC process equipment is a hygienic self-contained storage and discharge system used to feed products to the packing hall. The IBCs are maneuvered to a docking station where the product contents are automatically scanned to ensure the correct product being called for in the packing hall is in place. Now we move on to packing and metal detecting our products. The respective touch screens in the packing hall hold the control of the ISL docking stations on the first floor. The automatic packing line metal detects and check weighs each packet and will reject any weights below and above our target tolerances. The packets are packed into outers and scanned to add the traceability. These are palletized for dispatch through the warehouse scanning system. The bulk packing station weighs products from 5 kilos to 25 kilos. Each sack is scanned for traceability and check weighed to the correct weight. The outers are passed through the metal detector before being palletized for the main warehouse. Our metal detectors are programmable to take into account product effect from the salt and herbs in our seasoning. All our outer packaging is compatible and is passed through the metal detectors, checking both the product and its packaging. All finished products are passed into the main warehouse for dispatch. With over 1,200 pallet spaces, products can be held as a customer-specific floor stock to help our customers continue production when sudden surges in trade occur. All our orders are scanned onto vehicles with handheld computer scanners. Once the order has been processed by sales, the information is passed to dispatch, who scan the order sheet and download the order information. The products are scanned onto the vehicles, recording the traceability information, and once the order is complete, the invoice is created. Any products or ingredients embargoed for any reason cannot be scanned out to customers. The goods outdoor from the main warehouse give us access to the yard, which can accommodate a number of articulated vehicles and vans. This spacious area, which is complete with truck wash area, enables us to load and unload with ease. Planning permission has already been granted to extend the factory as and when required. It is a secure site, with the perimeter fencing being electrified and monitored through the alarm system. Access to different parts of the factory is by remote fobs, which will only allow people into the areas they need to work. New product development plays a vital role at Gordon Rhodes & Son. Whether it is the design and development of new ideas, matching set specifications, or working to a customer's own brief, all projects are undertaken by our dedicated development team. Recipes are formulated based on flavor, color, visual appearance, and process requirements of the finished product. Once calculated, a recipe is blended on a small-scale mixer in the test kitchen, made into the finished product and tasted, sometimes against a benchmark. This process is repeated until a satisfactory flavor is achieved. Often for blue sky development, larger taste panels will be involved, making sure that the flavor profile developed appeals to the correct consumer audience. Our experienced sales force is involved in the taste panels, working closely with the development team to ensure that the products produced are exactly what our customers require. The whole technical department works together at Gordon Rhodes & Son to provide an important service that includes new product development, product presentations, processing advice, assistance with legislation and labeling solutions via our online meat calculator, quidcalc.com. Our dedicated internal sales team is happy to assist and guide you with any sales orders or inquiries and are only a phone call away. So why not give them a call? Thank you for taking the time to view this short film. We hope that we can work together in the future.